Well, let's face it, as parents, we all have those days when we can't wait for our kids to pack up and go off to college. But that emotion disappears quickly when that day finally arrives. For my wife and me, that day is fast approaching. Right now, our son Patrick is in Gainesville touring the University of Florida, and we realize we only have a few months left with him. Mom holding her baby to mom holding her baby 18 years later. The time has flown by. It is true what they say. It does seem like only yesterday. Our tow-headed toddler has grown up fast, from T-shirts to tuxes, shaggy hair to short, from scooters and wakeboards to music and girls. We've seen him through the years, the injuries, supported his hobbies, lectured him on life's lessons. But is this kid who can't even keep his room clean, ready for college and life on his own? And are we prepared to say goodbye? And what about his younger brother? They've been inseparable for 16 years. How do we prepare him and his little sister for the upcoming separation? And as excited as he is for this next big step in his life, we hope we didn't just raise a child, but a responsible young adult. It's tough watching that. You know, he's going to be leaving in just a few months. And it's not so hard. My wife brought this up. It's not so hard for him. He's leaving, but he's excited. As I said, it's another chapter in his life. It's those that are left that it's really going to impact. And I'm concerned about his siblings, you know, his younger brother and his younger sister. How do they deal with this? Well,
the best thing about an older sibling going off to college and one a little younger staying behind is it kind of gives them a couple years to shine. And you're going to be working on him now, getting him prepared to go to college, because at 16 you really should start thinking about what he's going to do after he gets out of high school. So it actually ends up being, there's going to be separation anxiety. It's going to be different because he's not around, your eldest isn't around anymore, but it really gives you an opportunity to groom him and get him ready for what the next step is in his life.
I think we prepared him pretty well. He knows how to do his laundry. He can boil water to make ramen noodles, for heaven's sakes. But teaching a kid financial responsibility once he gets out on his own, that's a really important point.
Well, that needs to start much earlier than when they're ready to go to college, so that by the time they go to college, they understand about saving and what to buy and how to buy. You know, so many kids go off to college and end up gaining all kinds of weight because they order pizza every night or buy the junk that they weren't allowed to eat at home.
The freshman 15, right?
Exactly. So if you can kind of train them to eat right and make purchases and tell them and get them involved in the grocery shopping at your house now and cooking. I mean, we all know, especially a guy, if he's good at cooking, he's golden.
And that goes along with encouraging independence, and you really want to groom that all the way along.
Absolutely. You always want to encourage independence. You also want them to encourage that they each have their own ability, and that because your eldest may be really good at sports or a straight-A student and your youngest may not, find out what their capabilities are so that you can go after, whether it be scholarships, do they need to concentrate on community service. I have a lot of experience grooming children who are usually in the theater arts and want to have some sort of career in that. And their grades aren't always the strongest, or their SATs aren't the strongest, but they are very strong in academics, performance, and community service, and that helps you get in a lot of colleges.
And I guess as parents, we've got to remember this is a time for kids to spread their wings, get out of the house, and try new things. I mean, we all did it, right? And so we got to try and let go.
Absolutely, and it's about them and what they want to do, and you help guide them do what they want to do, not what you want to do, because they're going to end up going and doing what they want anyway.
I will tell you, senior year has prepared us a lot for that. He's so busy being pulled in so many different directions, we don't see him that much anyway.
Right. So he's basically already ready.
You know, we only have a few months. How do we make the most of these last few months that we have him at the house?
Don't take anything for granted. Don't say, oh, he knows how to do that. Make sure he does. You know, when you're on your own and your room looks like this, it's going to be harder for you to get ready in the morning or get to class or find your homework. We're not going to be here bugging you. You're going to be on your own. So just little things like that you think of. About breakfast, the importance of eating breakfast before you go, the importance of saving up money and spending well. Just every time something pops into your mind, don't take for granted that they know all about it. Go ahead and share that experience with them so they learn about it.
All right, thanks, Angela. If you missed any of these tips or points, you can go on to abcactionnews.com. And you can also find a variety of parenting issues on Tampa Bay Parenting's website, tbparenting.com. Coming up next,